Good evening, Westwood, and welcome to Bader Gymnasium for a TVL matchup. It is Westwood Basketball Association Youth Night tonight here for Westwood Girls Basketball as they take on the Norton Lancers. Joined as always, we have Tom Lydon here, Evan Cardamino, as well as Matt Grazza. Josh Kagan will be joining us in a little bit. And Tom, little quick pregame before you hop on the PA. Big time matchup tonight between two teams that are familiar with each other with TVL play. What are you expecting tonight out of the Wolverines?
Well, I'm expecting that they're going to get a lift from this crowd. Take
Yes,
a look at
it's
this
incredible.
crowd across the court. It is Westwood Youth Basketball night, and there is a large contingent of young players and their parents who are here. They greeted the girls with a tunnel that they ran through as they took the court about 10 minutes ago. So that's really exciting for them, I'm sure. And now I'm pumped up to do the PA. Yes. I got the call from Rich earlier this afternoon, and I touched base with you and Evan. I'm like, you got this covered?
Yeah.
But I figured we could hop on here and talk a little bit before the game. And this is a team from Westwood's perspective that continues to grow, continues to get better. They've had, moments where they have shown their youth, but I think more recently they have had moments where they show their maturity. And that maturity is the result of the hard work that they've put in throughout this regular season. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they could do here on the home court.
Tom, they're coming off of a night of seeing and meeting Kathy Delaney-Smith and hearing about the stories of Westwood basketball in the 70s. So this is going to be an inspired team coming in tonight. And like you said, it's a team that's gotten better and better each game. They are a gritty team. They are still clinging on to a playoff spot, and they're getting better and better. They're at the 31 seed right now for the MIA Division II Power Rankings. Norton coming in at number 18 for Division III, so a good test for the Wolverines.
And if that doesn't get you motivated, looking at that standing and seeing yourself in the 31 spot, you know that every single game is important and you really can't afford a setback. So particularly on the home court, you don't want to drop a game that you can't really afford to drop. So I anticipate that there will be a lot of intensity right out of the chute. It's been great to see Olivia Shea start contributing more, and that obviously came with time. She missed a bunch of games because of the ankle injury, but since she has come back, she has slowly worked her way back into the rotation. And in fact, I don't know if she started the last game, but I can tell you this, Coach A.K. Joyce just told me a bit ago that she is starting tonight.
Big time.
So she's getting more playing time, and that was to be expected out of your captain when she returned from the injury.
Yeah, she came off the bench versus Cathedral, so she still was working her way back in, but when she was getting in the game, big three-pointers, big rebounds, defensive stops. But, as we were mentioning, Westwood could get themselves in the playoffs very easily with where they're at and how they've been playing. And this is not a team I want to play, Tom, if I'm a 1 seed and you're playing them as a 32 seed. Westwood was hanging tough versus a Hopkinton team, which is a top 10 team in the state about a week ago. And Hopkinton, I believe, the 8th seed right now in Division I girls basketball. They were undefeated, I still believe, still undefeated. But this is a team I would not want to play in the playoffs. They're a scary team to play.
It's funny, they lost that game, but I think that game gave them the confidence that they have needed to continue to grow. And it's because they were able to rally. They were down 12 at the beginning of the second quarter, and they ended up taking a halftime lead in that game against Hopkinton. I think they looked at each other in the huddle and said, we can do that, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to step out. We're going to start this party here in about a minute, but you and Evan and the rest of the crew have a great time. Maybe I'll join you at halftime or something like that.
Absolutely. Well, Tom, thank you as always. And folks, we are about a minute away from opening ceremonies. Tom Lydon is going to be on the PA tonight, and I'll be by myself. We might have some special guests that come through, so stay tuned, But very excited to bring Westwood Girls Basketball coverage brought to you by Westwood Media Center in the Dedham Savings broadcast booth. So shout out to Dedham Savings. Thank you so much for their contributions. We have these new fantastic headsets for both ears, which is awesome. It's been very helpful for the call, and we've had some great calls on these new headsets, including, I think the first one we did was the Thanksgiving game with these. So both teams getting back to the bench, having one last word amongst themselves and coaching staff before we kick things off with starting lineups and the national anthem. But as what Tom Lydon said, just a fantastic turnout of the fans. So we got a lot of youth basketball fans here in attendance at halftime. We're going to have, I believe, the 4th grade travel team playing, which is incredible. And it's great to just promote Westwood High School basketball and also Town League basketball. They are one of the same. So many of these players at the high school came through. Westwood, the WBA basketball program, very similar to hockey with the Westwood Youth Hockey Association. it really is a start. And so is, we talked about a guy like, Ken Fiscaldo and what he contributed to youth basketball over the years, and very, very similar impact when it comes to the WBA. So we'll set it down to Tom Lydon, who's going to kick things off. The open.
Between the Norton Lancers and your Westwood Wolverines. Participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for tonight's competition, so please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Now it's time to meet the starting lineups. And we'll kick it off with the visitors from Norton, coached by Dan Langley. Starting at guard, number 11, Callie Saylor. Also at guard, number 13, Matt Rivera. At forward, number 23, Molly McIntyre. Also at forward, number 24, Chloe Ogilvie. And also at forward, number 34, Avery Tinkham. All right, kids, time to get on your feet, get ready to meet and greet the Bars of Westwood Girls Basketball starters. At guard, junior number 4, Elise Butler. At guard, senior, the captain, number 12, Olivia Shea. At forward, junior, number 13, Julie Hogan. At forward, number 11, number 24, Catherine McMurray. And rounding out the starting five, a senior captain, number 33, Liz Ruben. The Wolverines are coached by A.K. Joyce. I ask you all to please now rise and gentlemen, remove your caps as we united stand and face the flag and join in the playing and singing of our national anthem.
All right, welcome back, folks. Tom Lydon on the mic, bringing the energy. He was ready from the get-go. Love to see it. So Morgan Donahue here, Evan Cardamino, and Matt Grazza. And we are delighted to bring Westwood Media Center action of Westwood Girls Basketball. And as mentioned, this has been a fun team to watch this year. A young team. They have some great leaders, but a core of young players who have really showed their moxie when it comes to what they're made of. Playing some of the best teams in the state, not backing down, being down 12 points against Hopkinton, the number 8 team in the state. Guess what? They came back, tied it up, took the lead, and then really came down the wire and really showed that this is a team that is a team you don't want to play if you are a high seed. They can certainly put a scare in you, and they could certainly make a playoff run as well. So they are on the line, 31 seed right now in Division II, looking to get a win to move their way up in the rankings. And we are about ready to get underway. Starting lineup starting with the visiting Norton Lancers. Number 11, Callie Salem. Number 13, Madden Ribeiro. Number 23, Molly McIntyre. Number 24, Chloe Ogilvie. Number 34, Avery Tinkham. The opening tip-off is won by the Wolverines. Olivia Shea going to the net. That goes off the glass and the rim. No good. Out of bounds. Going to be a Lancer ball, but great effort to kick things off here and set the tone for the senior who is in the starting lineup tonight. She's missed a few games, or more than a few games. She's missed like the first 8 games or so, healing from injury from the soccer season. But what a burst she's brought back to this team. So good at defense, so good at rebounding, and she can make some big threes as well. So a big boost back in the lineup for the Wolverines. Norton has the inbound. And starting lineups for the Wolverines: Elise Boger, Olivia Shea, as we mentioned, Julie Hogan, Catherine McMurray, and Lizzie Weeman. Wolverines going man-on-man on defense early here. Boger, good defense force in the pass. McMurray under the hoop, stolen by the Wolverines and battled for. It's going to be a jump ball. Great effort there by Julie Hogan. Gets the jump ball, going to be a Wolverine possession. And that is what you want to see. Coach A.K. Joyce anoints a player of the game with the Grit Award. And it's basically, you know, not to take context out of her words, but someone who's just exemplifies grit, going out there, effort, execution, work ethic, all the things that really embody the word grit. But it's a great award each game. And here we go, Olivia Shea with a nice rebound. But I'd love to see it each game, each player earning it and setting that example. So we are still scoreless here, a minute in. Bader Gymnasium, Wolverines going right to left across the screen in their home whites. Hogan kicks it over to Weeman. She's going to try from 3, off the rim, and then rebounded by Maddie Ribeiro. Ribeiro going to push it up the court. She's got Tinkham. Tinkham looks the other side. 3 going to be shot from that angle, no good. Rebounded by the Lancers. Salem got that one. Salem going to kick it right back over to Ribeiro. Ribeiro looking up top in the middle of the key to Tinkham. Tinkham kicks it out. Wolverines doing a good job protecting that perimeter, keeping that ball to the outside. McMurray in the starting lineup. She has been a terrific player offensively and defensively. She's already earned a Grit Award herself. So Norton going to get on the board first. That's a basket by Avery Tinkham to take the 2-0 lead. Hogan back to Weeman. Weeman waiting for the pick. She had McMurray and dish it off to Hogan. She's got McMurray again with the pick, driving, going to the hoop, and she draws the foul. Smart play by Julie Hogan. You know, great job by the Wolverines too. Getting that before you get your game going with the shooting. You know, start getting it by taking it to the hoop, earn some layups, get some free layups too. You never know, how they're going to defend it. But the oldest way in basketball before the 3-point line was taking that thing to the hoop. You get one in, draw a foul, the old 3-point play as well. First one is good from Hogan. Hogan had herself a heck of a playoff game in the field hockey season. Evan was covering that game. He was doing 2 things at once. He was filming and he was doing play-by-play, which is one of the most talented things I've seen anyone do. But she had a hat trick in the opening round of 32 playoff game versus Ashland. So incredible game by Julie Hogan, Jr. And Westwood ties it up. We are at 2 apiece here at Bader Gymnasium. Ball gets loose, goes out of bounds, going to be a Wolverine ball. I'm going to say that went off the foot of Chloe Ogilvie. Hogan and Weeman go back and forth. Right back to Hogan, then finds McMurray. Wolverines moving the ball effectively. Shea was driving and took some contact. Ball got knocked loose and then picked up by the Lancers. Lancers moving around, driving And making that basket was Avery Tinkham. Nice play there, the left-hand finish. Puts the Lancers up 2. Boger from the outside. Off the back rim, that's heading out of bounds, but not before the Lancers catch it before and keep it inbounds. Nice play by Madden Ribeiro. So what a crowd we have here tonight. And it's continuing to fill up here. This is the biggest crowd we've seen all season, boys or girls. That shot no good off the board, off the rim, rebounded by the Lancers. Gonna look down low. Weeman on the defense. Great steal by Shea. She gets it herself. Fantastic defense there. Driving through some traffic, going towards the hoop, draws the foul. Livia Shea, welcome back. We've said that a couple times in some of the games previous, but that's a true welcome back, and that is the Olivia Shea that we know, where she can take over a game with her defense alone. Fantastic, fantastic defense there. Lancers gonna sub in Ava Butler coming in for number 13, Madden Ribeiro. That's the first substitutions of the game. Second one is good from Shea. And Timothy's gonna come into the game for McMurray. Timothy's been a fantastic player. I mean, there hasn't been any player that's on the bench that hasn't been impactful for the Wolverines. They do a great job of getting everyone involved and everyone's confidence level. If you look at start of the season to where it is now, it has never been higher. Norton driving, ball loose. Weeman picks it up. She's weaving through a couple players trying to close in, does a good job of settling it down. Gonna dish it off to Shea. Shea works off the pick. Looks inside, dishes it off to Hogan, who comes around the corner. Hogan over to Timofeev. Timofeev driving, dish to Shea. Shea right around the three-point line. Out of bounds on Norton, gonna stay with Westwood. I wasn't sure if that was gonna be two-point territory or three-point territory. Looked like the foot might have been on the line, but ball gonna stay with the Wolverines. Boger picks it up, top to Shea. Shea down low to Timofeev, off the glass, beautiful play by Sophia Timofeev. And a terrific pass by Shea, who was up at the top of the key, finding Timofeev, catch shot off the glass, and the Wolverines have a 1-point lead, leading 5-4 here in the first quarter. 3 minutes and 23 remaining. A foul called on the court. Actually, I think it was a shooting foul on the Wolverines. Avery Tinkham gonna shoot 2. So that's Timofeev on the foul, her first personal foul and Westwood's first team foul. Makes the first one to tie it up. Liliana Luzzo checking into the game. As Lizzie Weeman gonna get a quick break. And both free throws good for Norton. And they take the lead, 6-5. So back and forth early here at Bader Gymnasium. Shea working it left to right. Hogan went inside to Timofeev, back to Hogan. Hogan driving, going towards the hoop, tries to throw it up, but no good. Took some contact there. The ref said not enough for the foul. That shot is good. That's Ava Butler. That puts Norton up 4. Nice pass, nice shot. And a double dribble call. It's gonna be a turnover and a Norton ball. So great atmosphere for the Wolverines to gain valuable experience of playing in front of the big crowd, big home crowd. Those are always good lessons. Playing good teams in front of those crowds, using the, knowing that, hey, you make a big basket, you're getting people on their feet, you're getting them excited, using that to continue to build on momentum. And a big 3 from the outside. That is Chloe Ogilvie. Hogan looking inside to Timofey. She's driving, ball loose, picked off by Ogilvy. Ogilvy inside to O'Connell. O'Connell going to kick it outside to Butler. And another back-to-back threes, and that's going to be a timeout call for A.K. Joyce. So, folks, in the timeout, we're going to do our first side-by-side. So we'll now go to our side-by-side coverage presented by Natalie Marsh Real Estate. Natalie Marsh Real Estate will be with us through the winter 2025-2026 winter season. I want to give a big thank you to Natalie, a terrific supporter, not only just for Westwood Media Center, but Westwood Sports, and someone that really is dedicated to the community and the sports community, and knows how vital it is for the kids, the families, and the community when it comes to memories and really enjoying the season. And shout out to Natalie, and thank you for everything you do supporting Westwood Media Center and beyond. So Norton, back-to-back threes, gives them a 10-point lead. That's what happens, those three-pointers, you make a couple of them, and before you know, it's a double-digit lead. But this is what the Wolverine players and team have been used to this season, is being gritty. There's no, there's a reason why there's a grit award, is because they do not quit. They will keep fighting until that buzzer goes off. So Wolverine's going to come out with the ball, look to chip away at Norton's lead. 2 minutes, 3 seconds left here in the first quarter. Morgan Donnie here on the call. We got Evan Cardamino on the switcher. Matt Grazza on the camera. Hogan. She's got Butler all over her. She gives it off to Luzzo. Luzzo's got to get it right before, and she does, before it gets across the half-court line. Hands it off to Boger. Boger looking for Curley. That ball gets loose. Stolen by Norton. Tinkham driving to the hoop. Off the glass is good. But Norton really finding their game. They've made the last 12 points have been all Norton. Well, a foul called on Norton. That's going to be Norton's third team foul as Boger looks to inbound. Gives it to Curley. Curley going to set up in the middle. Ball gets loose. Curley collects it. Hands it over to Boger. Boger cuts through a couple players. We get a whistle. Maybe another foul on Norton. So Norton now one foul away from the team maximum each quarter. So each team, once you get to 5 fouls, it's automatic free throws. So minute 14, I think most teams will really push on not giving any obvious fouls. You don't want to give free points away. But we've seen it come down late in games where the fouls matter. Timofey. Hogan going to shoot from the outside. In and out. Rebounded by Molly McIntyre. That looks pretty good from here when his boat is in the basket without going in, as you'll see. Got a nice high arc on those shots. Butler driving. Off the glass, no good. Loose ball. Timofey gets it. And Weeman going to drive it up court. Weeman look to shoot, holds on it, dish it off to Curley. Curley driving it close to the hoop. Dish it off to Luzzo from the outside the free throw area. No good, but battling for the ball, and we're going to get a jump ball. And that's going to go to Norton, but as we always say, Westwood has earned themselves the next jump ball. So Norton up 17-15, 28 remaining here in the first quarter. It is Westwood Basketball Youth Night tonight here. We got a lot of the future of Westwood Wolverine basketball players here in the crowd. Norton was looking to shoot a 3 there. They held on it. Westwood did a good job closing the gap, and then we got a loose ball turnover caused by Timofey. Timofey looking for Luzzo. Ball gets loose, picks it up. And I'm going to say a travel. It's not my favorite call when someone travels on the ground. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Call a timeout? So travel called there with 3 seconds. Norton's going to need to shoot it before the buzzer. They get it off, and that is just short. And we're going to toss it a break. So after 1 quarter, Norton up 17-5 on the Wolverines. We'll be right back after a quick message.
Nothing in sports happens without commitment. You have to commit to prepare. You have to commit to compete. And when the game is on the line, you have to commit to making a decision and trust your preparation. The same is true when it comes to orthodontics. When you commit to improving your smile, you're making a commitment to a better life. Your mouth is the front door to your health. And who doesn't love showing off a beautiful smile when you're celebrating with friends and teammates? Arch Orthodontics is committed to you and being part of creating an even better you. When you're ready to commit, you know who to call.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care. And Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian.
Welcome back, folks. Norton, strong finish to the first quarter. They take a 17-5 lead into the second quarter. And Westwood looking to answer. They weren't able to get back, weren't able to chip away there. But fresh quarter, fresh start, really feel their game. And looking to get right back in there. They're only down 12 points, which we have seen this plenty of times throughout the season where they find their way. They have a knack of finding their way back in the game, taking the lead and closing out some good games. So Hogan going to start off with the possession while Weeman works it around. Weeman was looking down low for Timothy. That goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Lancer ball. So Lancers going to work the ball out. And folks, we have a very special guest now on the call. We have Mr. Ryan Marsh. Ryan, how are you? And thank you for joining us.
Great to be here. What's going on?
Not too much, not too much. What a packed crowd we got tonight.
We got some work to do, it looks like.
Yes, we do. We got some homework left here. As Wolverines down 12, they're starting to try and find their game, which they typically do. It starts with a big basket. So I feel like it's going to either come out of the hands of Hogan or Weeman, who are, they can really stir the offense with a big basket, especially with their three-point shooting abilities. Shea was driving, and that was blocked. Nice block by Butler. And now Norton trying to push the pace. A kick out and a shot in the baseline. Goes off the front rim. Loose ball. Weeman comes away with it. A big rebound for the Wolverines. It starts with a big rebound to turn that into offense. As Weeman going to push it up. Driving herself off the glass, in and out. Loose. And then coming away with it is the Lancers. Butler open for three. She's had a couple. No good off the back rim. Heading out of bounds. Norton does a good job of keeping that inbounds. And it's going to be a Westwood ball.
Just catching my breath from climbing up the bleachers here.
It's certainly a workout.
Oh no, we have another special guest coming, but
yes. Got some friends playing at halftime. We got Riley Marsh up here as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, stay tuned, folks, for a tremendous halftime effort here.
So Westwood ball. McMurray kicks it out to Shea. We got a whistle. See what it was. Is that a 3-second foul or a 3-second call? This is usually where the hockey senses don't understand calls like that. But going to be an infraction on the Wolverines. It's going to be Norton ball as Norton pushed it up. Norton still with a 12-point lead. Westwood looking to chip into that. Their defense has been pretty solid. It's just about making some of those baskets. Norton doing a good job on the defensive end. And foul called there on a shot. Going to be 2 free throws for Callie Salem. YouTube. And folks, while Callie is getting ready for the free throw line, want to just relive all the action for the games. Basketball, hockey, any of the sports, fall or even, the spring sports. You can find the catalog of all these games at Westwood Media Center's YouTube page. So the YouTube page has a library of games from years past as well. It's games that we still put on the TV from a couple years ago, the memorable ones. So Westwood Media Center's YouTube page, check it out. Typically on the games that aren't live, they are up within 24 hours or so. This one will be available, right after the game. So not only you watch it live now, you can watch the full thing in completion immediately after the game. So both free throws made for Norton. They go up 14, and a little miscommunication on that pass. Norton comes away with it. Norton really feeling their game right now as Westwood trying to find theirs. They're going to work it around. Ends up in the hands of McIntyre. And work it back to the middle. Salem driving, lefty, and got to be a travel call. So Westwood ball. And Ryan, I haven't seen, this is the biggest crowd we've seen for a game so far this year.
First thing I asked when I got here was, is it always like this?
Yeah.
But Friday night, kids night, let's go.
Absolutely. Oh. Hogan on the miss, but McMurray battling for the rebound, going to stay with Westwood. This is the biggest crowd we've seen this year. Because they have, competing nights where like pasta dinners and stuff like that. A lot of times we'll see teams filing in at the half, coming from their pasta dinner. Hogan driving. That's no good, but Shea gets the loose ball. She's got to settle it down. Sends to Hogan for three, front rim. That ball hits the court. McMurray trying to battle, but picked up by Norton. Norton really taking advantage of the loose balls, doing a good job of coming away with some rebounds. And also making some big baskets. They've made at least 3 or 4 3-pointers, which have been helpful for them to take the lead that they got right now. Westwood looks like going to more of a zone defense. Shot from the outside. That is an air ball, going to go out of bounds. Westwood ball. So Lancers, Butler coming back in the game. She's going to replace Ribeiro. Ribeiro, great hockey name.
Yeah, Mikey.
That's what I always think about when I, going through the roster. Great hockey names. And Westwood right back with the ball. McMurray driving, and she draws the foul, and that's what Westwood needs to do. When they're trying to find their game, get a couple, go to the hoop, draw some fouls, get some free throws. So funny story, Ryan, about Catherine McMurray. So in the girls soccer playoff game, she was one of the counted upon players that would come off the bench. So she didn't get into the game until like 5 minutes with 5 minutes left in overtime. So that was her first action of the game. And then, they don't score in overtime, so they go to shootouts. So they're like, "Hey, are you ready? Can you kick for us?"
You're fresh. Let's go.
She makes a penalty kick, a huge kick, as someone who wasn't as fresh as everyone else. Ice in her veins.
Love that.
Absolutely. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Butler. So with that point made by McMurray, Wolverines are down 13. Norton up 19-6. 4 minutes, 26 remaining here in the second. Evan Cardomino, Matt Grazza, Ryan Marsh, Morgan Donahue. Also got Riley Marsh, part of the squad. He's like the Dean Blandino of officiating, And we got a foul called. That's a foul on Julie Hogan. And that's the second team foul for the Wolverines. So Luzzo back in the game. Inbounded by Gabby Murphy. Dish it off to Salem. So well sound, the Norton team do a good job of moving the ball, and what a basket there. Avery Tinkham. Well drawn out play and execution there to get the 2 points as they add to their lead. Now a 15-point lead for Norton. Pass down low to Luzzo, driving. And nice basket there, much needed basket for Luzzo. And you could hear assistant coach Nikki Delaney saying, get a stop, get a stop. Very important right now. You really want to chip away, especially before halftime, to get within arm's reach. Norton moving around. Olivia Shea, terrific defense, nowhere to go. Kick out pass, and right back pass to Avery Tinkham. Tinkham going and passing it down baseline, forces a circus shot that goes in. My goodness, Callie Salem, how did that go in?
Defense was there, kept her to the outside, and she just threw up a prayer.
It's nothing you can do about that.
Nice take.
Oh, that was a great drive by Lizzie Weeman. Just missed on the layup. Little fake shot drive, no good. Rebound Wolverines.
Little Euro step there.
Yes. Yeah. She could have, if that was the NBA, she could have gone another 2 or 3 steps without the travel. Shea from the outside. Good!
Got it.
Needed that. Olivia Shea, we said welcome back, and that is what we're used to seeing from Shea. We saw a big steal and a timeout called by Norton. So we're going to go to our second side-by-side with the timeout. Top Legend Barbershop. So, folks, Top Legend Barbershop right down the street. They will be with us through the 2025-2026 winter season as well, in addition to Natalie Marsh Real Estate. And want to say a thank you to Top Legend Barbershop. They do a terrific job. Great fades.
Big fan.
Oh, yes.
Big fan.
Yes.
Number one customer right here.
Yes.
Go see my guys all the time.
Who's your guy, Amir or Elias?
Oh, I'm not picky. That's the thing.
You'll go with whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I had Amir, and he was good. And then, like, every time I walk in, we make eye contact. I'm like, I can't cheat on him.
No, you can't.
I feel like you're cheating when you go with someone else. Yeah. So he's my guy. And I'll wait till it's I'll wait through a blizzard.
The 8 a.m. strategic parking lot is where I find myself.
You got to be there, ready to go. And when you see that door open, boom, the legs are moving.
Yeah.
But a great spot. And that was a big 3. So big 3 gets Westwood.
Get within 10 before the half.
Yeah. We've seen it. So they were down 12 at the half versus the number 8 team in the state in Hopkinton about a week and a half ago. Certainly can do it. And but you still have plenty of time. 2 minutes 31 to chip away here. Especially with their defense, they do a good job of getting hands in the lane, turning good defense into transition offense too. So they can get quick points to really cut in. With 2 minutes 28 seems like 5 minutes with a team like Westwood with how they play. Norton working the ball around. Westwood forcing passes outside the 3 line, looking inside. That gets loose. Picked up by Boger. Boger battling for it. I think it's going to be a Wolverine possession. No, it's going to be possession for Norton. But a great effort by Boger.
It's like that boys Westwood Norton game we saw. Pretty similar, similar physicality.
Boger comes from a hockey family and travel going to be Westwood ball. Boger's aunt is none other than Lauren Lopez, head coach for the Wolverines.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything comes back hockey.
Yep,
there's always some kind of hockey ties.
This makes me more comfortable here,
Oh, yes. O'Shea, 2 minutes and counting remaining here in the half. Wolverines looking to cut into a 12-point lead. Ball loose on the court. That's going to be a jump ball, which Wolverines should have, if I have my math right. And they will take the inbound. So Hogan looking for a player. He's going to kick it out to Boger. Boger looking inside for Clinton. That's picked off. Nice defensive play by Tinkham. Tinkham down to Butler. Butler off the glass. Clinton with the rebound. Right back to work go the Wolverines. Hogan inside to Shea. That gets knocked loose. Back in the hands of Butler. Both teams playing tight defense. Can't make any mistakes. They're ready to jump on loose balls and get hands in the lane. Butler been dangerous from outside the arc, and then when you look at Tinkham, Tinkham does a good job of, she'll fake the shot and just drive it inside. Butler trying inside, but great defense there by Timofeev. Oh no, it's Hogan trying to drive inside again. A little kick out pass, a little spin and run towards the hoop. Great defense by Shea, forces an errant shot. Ball back in the hands of the Wolverines. Under a minute remaining here in the half. Wolverines trying to chip into Norton's 12-point lead. Boger. And Clinton. Clinton is looking for Luzzo, holds on it. And then hands it off to Luzzo. Luzzo over to Hogan. Hogan looked from behind the arc, driving.
And one.
And foul called on the court. I believe it was before the shot. Yes, so it's going to be inbounded. And with 30 seconds left, the shot clock is off, so the Wolverines can take as much time or as little time as they want. Boger, inbound to Shea. Shea down low to Clinton. Clinton with a nice move. No good. Luzzo draws the foul.
Great board. Great offensive board.
That's exactly what you got to do to get the offense going. Is take it to the hoop, draw some fouls, be hungry on the rebounds too. It's no different than hockey. You
like
know?
we said, this is our chance. Make 2 here, get it to 10.
Yep.
Get a stop on the other end.
First one no good. We got the 4th grade Westwood team getting ready for the halftime, the big halftime special.
Vivian Kershaw waving to the boys.
Second one is good from Luzzo. Luzzo with 4 points. She's been terrific off the bench for the Wolverines to help keep the game within reach. Norton certainly a team that can put a game away pretty quickly with the way they've been shooting. They've been doing it all, shooting, driving, layups. They have right there, they have a little double fence there. That shot no good. Luzzo, big rebound, and then keeps the score where it's at as the Wolverines are going to toss a quick break. We'll be right back, folks, as Norton's up 23-12 on the Wolverines.
Nothing in sports happens without commitment. You have to commit to prepare. You have to commit to compete. And when the game is on the line, you have to commit to making a decision and trust your preparation. The same is true when it comes to orthodontics. When you commit to improving your smile, you're making a commitment to a better life. Your mouth is the front door to your health. And who doesn't love showing off a beautiful smile when you're celebrating with friends and teammates? Arch Orthodontics is committed to you and being part of creating an even better you. When you're ready to commit, you know who to call.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. And those years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, they complete the team. And that's at the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me. It built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care. And Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian.
All right, we are back from break, folks, and we have a very special game right now. It is the 4th grade girls travel team for the Wolverines, and we have a very special guest. We have Riley Marsh on the headset joining me, and Riley getting to call some of her friends out there. So Riley is a student at the Pine Hill School, and we got some Pine Hill players out there from what I understand.
Yep.
And some of them are your soccer teammates?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So of the players we have out there, we have Lily Cariotis, L. Smith, Everest Lennon, Gigi Shantz, Gloria Tassinari, Juliana Brulard, Lucy Cree, Riley Shantz, Taylor Vidala, and Vivian Kershaw.
Yeah. Vivian, Gigi, and Everest are my friends.
Yes.
And some of them are on my soccer team.
Love that. Now, who are the players to keep an eye on? Like, who are the ones that are going to be the future stars, you think, for the Wolverines?
Gigi, Vivian, Taylor, a lot, probably all of them.
They all look
they're
terrific.
All really
yes.
good.
Yes, that's a great answer. You know what the funny thing is we'll probably watch this clip years from now, and there's might be a 1,000-point score on there, and we'll say that was expert coverage, expert analyst Riley Marsh predicting the future. And we got a driving to the net. It looks like number 43, Taylor Vidala. Oh, it's stolen, though. A nice play there on defense. And driving is the white team. That was number 15, Lily Kariotis. A loose ball goes out of bounds. So green ball. We got also Tom Lydon on the PA too as well. As this is a, no one's left their seats for this game right now. Everyone is focused in on the green versus white. So driving it in there is number 34. That's Gigi Shantz. That's one of Riley's buddies.
Yep. And Taylor is one of my buddies too.
Love that. Now, is Gigi a big Notre Dame Fighting Irish fan? I know Mom is. Mom, a Notre Dame graduate, and was very, very excited about Notre Dame last year in the national championship game. And Riley, did you know that one of our own was playing in that national championship game for Notre Dame last year?
Who?
Joe Vinci. He was a true freshman long snapper in that game. And you know what we see him around Westwood throughout the summer, working hard. And great Wolverine. As the green team looking to work the ball and get a point if they can. No, there we go. Nice drive to the hoop. Off the glass and in. Great play there. That was Taylor Vidala. Nice play, driving off the glass. Made that look easy. Now the ball in the hands of Riley Shantz. She's going to work it across. And kick it over in the corner. Or number 20, I believe, Vivian Kershaw. Kershaw drawing some tough defense by Shantz. And then driving, Kershaw off the glass, just a little bit short, rebound by Shantz.
And Gigi's taking it up.
Pretty good point guard there, moving the ball effectively right to the hoop. Oh! She got her own rebound, drove that all the way down the court, and that was some pretty impressive play right there. Coast to coast, Gigi Chan. And then it looks like Vidala with the inbound, back to Shantz. Shantz with the shot off the rim. That was a nice turnaround shot. Tough shot to make. And shot clock winding down. And that was fantastic. So great job. Great job by the white and green team. And we got a fan in Riley Marsh, seeing some of her friends out there doing a terrific job. You're going to have to do this for hockey. Do a little scrimmage in between periods for hockey?
Yeah, we've done that at some of the college games.
Yeah.
For like Northeastern.
So I saw you out there for the warm-ups for the girls hockey game. I saw you score a goal. That was pretty cool, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And you and your friends out there. How much do you enjoy being able to go out there and skate with some of your heroes? Obviously, Maggie Ash, really high on your list, and she's having a fantastic year. That's going to be a lot of fun.
It's super fun, and just getting to see all the great players that are high schoolers, and like some are seniors and getting scholarships to some colleges and stuff. It's really cool to see and really cool to play with them.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. They go on to play at the next level, and we continue to cheer for them no matter where they go. But they have a heck of a team this year. They are the #1 team right now in the MIA Division II rankings. So that's pretty cool. I'm very excited about what the rest of the season has for them. They got a game tomorrow tomorrow night versus Canton, which is always a tough game at the old Ponkapog rink.
Yeah, so when we did Puck Girls, we kind of skated in circles with them, and then before the game, we would go into their locker rooms and like do their chat with them. They had really high music in the locker rooms.
They got the boom boxes. Yeah. Now, did you get to hear the coach's message to the players before the game too? What was that like?
She's really nice, and she just tells them like. And one of the captains, I think it's Livy.
Yes, Livy Hicks.
Yeah.
Good memory.
She is always like, some of the teams they've beaten, she's like, we beat this team, but we always have to play our best, and like, we don't know what could happen, even if we beat this team. they could always come back or have an extra good player. And that I just like that because it's nice and like not getting too high of a pressure up.
That was beautifully said. And
this is going to be so easy. Who knows? It might not.
You know what? That is beautifully said. She's a captain, and those captains are always trying to keep everyone's mindset in the right place, especially in those big games, but to not overlook opponents as well, and to stay focused. You know, you can blink sometimes and the other team scores a goal.
Yeah, and Justine Conley.
Yes.
Her brother was on my squirts team last year, so I know her, and they're all really nice.
How about the play of Justine Connolly? She's been playing fantastic.
She's been playing really good.
Yep.
Scoring and sometimes getting penalties.
Yes,
That's okay.
But she's not afraid to take it to the net. How about that goal in Medfield? She had 2 goals in that Medfield game.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was a fun game. And you had some friends on the Medfield side, Spitfire-wise.
Yeah.
What's that like when you're in these rivalry games and some of your friends?
So in U10, we played a lot of them.
Yep.
And it was fun, but also like different because we've never versed them before.
Yeah.
And they're your friends, so I feel like which team wins or loses.
Yeah. And you had some hockey trips yourself. I understand you were in Maine.
Yeah.
And then some other places. How much have you been enjoying that so far this year, those hockey trips?
It's really fun. So when we went to Maine for Casco Bay, we went on a big party bus, and everyone was like going crazy and stuff.
I love that. Nothing better than the party bus trips to the hockey areas. And Casco Bay, a very special place. But Riley, you are a natural. You are very talented at that. It's like a podcast. You know, this is like a podcast with Riley Marsh.
Thank you.
Of the Pine Hill School, a future Wolverine hockey player, and a very bright future with not only her but her friends at the hockey. Got to see them play at the Westwood Youth Hockey, and Norton right off the bat with a 3. But Ryan, what a bright future for Riley and her friends when it comes to hockey.
I wish I could hear it.
So Norton gets the big 3 to kick off the second quarter, and they go up 14. And Riley, thank you so much. What a natural. And Westwood, no good on that as Norton gets the rebound. And they're going right back to the 3. McMurray battling for it, gets the rebound. That's a jump ball, Westwood ball. Great effort by McMurray. She's won the Grit Award this year with efforts like that. But ice in her veins. I just will never forget the penalty kick in the freezing cold, no less. The Weeman just over to Hogan. Hogan driving, able to push off for some space. Shot from the outside, no good. That goes out of bounds. And going to be a Norton possession. So Norton, I mean, right out of the gate, got a couple quick points that really adds to that lead, and they have the momentum here early in the second half.
I don't hate that shot.
No.
Chance to come back.
No, I mean, you know, it looked pretty good. It just seemed like it had the distance just a little bit off. Good steal by the Wolverines. Boger comes away with it. Boger going to kick it off to Weeman. Weeman letting the offense set up. McMurray on the pick. She's going to go left side, now right side. She's driving and loses it. Picked off by Norton. So picked off and stolen by Ogilvie. And Ogilvie kicks it out over to 23 McIntyre. Back to Ogilvie driving. Trying to lay it up, no good. McMurray gets the rebound. And Westwood ball. So 2 minutes in to the third quarter here. Wolverines down 14 points. Out of bounds, going to stay with the Wolverines.
Another good take, just can't find the bottom of the hoop.
Yep.
We'll start to drop.
Just trying to get that rhythm going. Just trying to get that rhythm going as they work the ball around. Driving inside is Timofeev. No, Hogan. It looks like it's a foul before the shot, so it's not going to be and one. And Hogan going to shoot 2. So as Hogan is shooting, Folks, we'll be live from Camellas 1 week from yesterday, January 29th at 7 p.m. for the January edition of Westwood Living Sports Show. So tune in next Wednesday, Verizon Channel 32, 2132 for HD, Comcast Channel 8, and it can be seen live on YouTube as well. So Hogan made basket to get Westwood within 11. So it looked like Hogan with some baskets that are helpful, but Norton right back to what they've been doing, making that layup and going back up 13. Shea going right to left, driving herself, kicks the ball out to Boger, ends up in the hands of Weeman. Weeman up to Shea. Shea, she's going to look for three. Off the front rim, no good. Ends up in the hands of Salem. Ribeiro from outside. Great rebound by the Wolverines. Combination between McMurray and Weeman. We got a pass from Boger looking down low to McMurray. And then great rebound by Hogan coming out of nowhere. Shea for three. No good, but McMurray, another great rebound. Trying to go off the glass. No good. Hogan battling for it. Great effort by the Wolverines, and A.K. Joyce is very happy with that effort. And folks, we got a very special guest as well. We got Kendall Marsh with us now, the younger sister to Riley. And Kendall, how are you doing? I saw you as you were part of the Puck Girls the other night and did a great job. I saw a goal out of you as well. That's been a fun tradition for the Westwood youth hockey players, is the being part of the opening warm-ups with their heroes out there. The free throw by Hogan, that is good. So it gets Westwood back to within 11. And Norton looking to push that pace. So Kendall, being a hockey fan, how much do you enjoy watching a basketball game here and there?
Good.
Yeah? Now, any hero, there we go. Hogan with the steal. Hogan driving to the hoop, puts it off the glass, no good. Tough angle there as Norton comes away with it. Pretty fun, though, coming to games when you see a crowd this big, though, huh?
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Now we had big sister Riley helping out with the call on the fourth grade game that was going on earlier. So feel free, I want to hear some basketball call. You can say some hockey words if you want.
I'm good.
As Norton pushing it up. That is Kaylee O'Connell. Passing it down low. They're going to kick it outside to Butler, who's wide open for three, and that is good. That's a big three for Norton. As Westwood trying to chip away, Norton just does their thing and adds right back to where they're at. They've been able to answer any points that the Wolverines have drawn up. That's a jump ball. McMurray was, I love the effort there by McMurray. McMurray was driving, Norton player had two hands on the ball, and McMurray was like, no, I'm grabbing this right back. But the Lancers had the jump ball advantage as they had the most recent, or Westwood had the most recent possession. The Lancers right back to Butler. She's been dangerous from behind the arc. Everyone from Norton's been dangerous. Tinkham, another one as she drives to the hoop. McMurray grabs the rebound. 14-point lead for the Lancers. 3 minutes, 11 remaining here in the third quarter at Bader Gymnasium. Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Basketball. I'm delighted to bring live action to you folks tuning in from home. Shea from the outside for three. Goes off the side rim, and Westwood just unlucky on the shots. As Westwood's had unlucky shots, Norton's been firing away. They've had, some real skillful shots, and then they've also had, some highlight reel shots or circus shots going as well. But, well-coached team. They move the ball so effectively around. That ball was long, picked up by Butler, and right back in the hands of Norton. They are hungry on the rebounds. Driving in a kick out to Tinkham for 3, and she makes it.
They love that play.
Yes.
It's working. They're going to keep doing it.
That was a buzzer beater, too, before the shot clock expired, and a timeout called by A.K. Joyce. So we are going to go to a quick read. I don't know which one it is. I think sponsorship. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, so folks, if interested, sorry, I just got catching up on everything. Anyone who's interested, folks, in partnering with Westwood Media Center coverage or Westwood High School sports opportunities for partnership, still available throughout the entire school year. So come and check out westwoodmediacenter.tv.sports for more information. But it has been a fun year so far, partnering with the community. As we mentioned, Natalie Marsh, one of the terrific partners here, not only just Westwood Media Center, but with the sports, boys and girls hockey on Westwood Living Sports, but being involved in the community and making some fantastic memories for these kids who are doing some big things. As we mentioned, we see it at the hockey rink at these big crowds and these kids, playing under the pressure conditions like that. I mean, basketball no different with a crowd like this.
And you also see it with the youth hockey teams, like just coming in and the coverage and you guys working with them. That it makes their year. It's something they talk about day in and day out. So we appreciate it on all ends.
I just got a text from head coach Lauren Lopez of the girls hockey team. She said she's watching at home. She says Riley and Kendall are so cute.
I apologize in advance. I couldn't hear them, but whatever they said.
They are going to be names to remember when it comes to Westwood girls hockey. There's no question about that, doing big things for not only Westwood, but the Spitfires as well. Westwood driving, that's no good. And Luzzo, who's been consistent all night, just taking it to the hoop, draws the foul and going to go to the line. So Luzzo, she has been a great addition for the Wolverines. New to the varsity program this year. She is a sophomore. Timofeev going to come back in the game. Well, big game, speaking of girls hockey, they're playing Canton tomorrow at the old Ponkapog rink. That used to be the home rink for Westwood back in the day, and neutral zone is like 10 feet. Tiniest neutral zone you ever see, but definitely a home ice advantage playing in that rink.
Coach Welby's looking for U12 girls to step onto his roster Sunday morning at Ponkapog.
So. He had plenty of games. That's where he played his high school games, and he coached predominantly most of his games throughout his coaching career at the old Ponkapog rink. It's like the dive bar of hockey rinks, It's like the only people who like it are the people who go there daily on the regular. Got all types of stuff dripping from the ceiling, and it feels like home. Great defense there by the Wolverines. Timofeev gets the steal, sends it up to Hogan, who's driving, tries to go off the glass, draws the foul. But doing it putting the lunch pail on and just taking it to the hoop. Just trying to get that rhythm going, get some points going, and once you start getting some points in there, everything else starts to follow suit. And Hogan doing a good job getting to the line, just like Luzzo has.
Both teams playing solid on the defensive end, too.
Yeah.
So those fast break points are going to be huge, and hopefully we can stop some of the threes.
Yeah, there's been no free baskets, but the way Norton has been moving that ball around, they've been able to find open players just because they move it so effectively. That one hits the back rim, goes vertical, and then Norton gets the rebound. Basket's hard to come by tonight as Norton will work it around, look to add to their lead. Up 17. Ball in the hands of O'Connell. Dishes it off to Salem. Salem gonna try a three herself and makes it. We were talking about the skilled shots and the circus ones. The front rim three. You don't see that too often. Westwood looking to answer. 32 remaining here in the third. Shot from Weeman. No good. Westwood gets the rebound. Gennari finds Timofeev.
Nice
Timofeev to
pass.
Luzzo. Oh, a little too strong on the layup. And beautiful pass down low to Butler with the finish. Great connection there. That's an impressive Norton team. Luzzo down low. That ball is blocked. And a jump ball called by the official. Will stay with Westwood. Very impressive Norton team. I mean, this Norton team is 3-8 in the season. They're playing a lot better than that.
I was going to ask where we at in the standings, but
3-8.
They don't look like a 3-8 team tonight.
No, they're 3-8 on the year, and they are the 18 seed in Division III. They are playing a lot better than that. Luzzo draws a foul, and that's before the buzzer goes off, so she'll shoot 2. Try and chip into this lead to take it into the fourth quarter. Now, we saw this in the boys' game, which is interesting. If you get fouled like at the buzzer, you're basically shooting by yourself.
Yeah.
So no emotional support around you. You know, it's
probably worse.
Yeah,
it's too much pressure.
A little intimidating. Second one, no good. So that will take us into the break. So Norton, 39, Westwood, 17. We'll take a quick break. We'll hear a quick message from our sponsor. We'll be right back for the start of the fourth.
Nothing in sports happens without commitment. You have to commit to prepare. You have to commit to compete. And when the game is on the line, you have to commit to making a decision and trust your preparation. The same is true when it comes to orthodontics. When you commit to improving your smile, you're making a commitment to a better life. Your mouth is the front door to your health. And who doesn't love showing off a beautiful smile when you're celebrating with friends and teammates? Arch Orthodontics is committed to you and being part of creating an even better you. When you're ready to commit, you know who to call.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care. And Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian.
All right, welcome back. Wolverines have some work left. They are down. I'm
22.
22. I'm trying to do my math here. Mr. Mao would not be happy with me with, I was about to get the phone calculator out, Ryan, which is not not very good. So down 22.
It's like hockey. They say that the most dangerous lead's 2 goals. Maybe in basketball it's 22.
It's the most dangerous lead in basketball. It's the 22-point lead. You know what the funny thing is? Every time we've said that in a hockey game, the team ties it up. So it's like we say it every time Westwood goes down 2, we mention that.
Bruins almost gave up 4 last night.
Oh, my goodness. That was crazy. There we go. Rebound for the Wolverines. Starts with a big rebound. Hogan finds Luzzo. She's open under the hoop. Oh, it's unlucky. But great effort, though, by Timothy to get the ball back in the hands of Westwood. Weeman, she's got a lane, driving, fighting for her own rebound, fights off 2 players, gets knocked loose, going towards the sideline. Westwood keeps it in bounds. Hogan for 3. That is just off and out of bounds. Norton ball.
Key blocks from the Norton D, too. So
they've been great.
Even when we get to the hoop, it's hard, not making it easy to get it up.
Yeah. What they've been doing, the effort has been there all night. It's just getting into the hoop. It's been difficult. And a very good, talented Norton defense and a talented offense who's just been relentless. Great defense there by Timothy. Gets the turnover. Hogan over to Weeman. Weeman was looking for Timothy. Passes off. Coming away with it is O'Connell. O'Connell in the paint. Trying to kick that out. Goes over the head of Butler. Ends up in the crowd. And will be a Westwood ball. Shea coming back in the game. So who's your all-time favorite basketball player to watch? It could be any decade.
Oh, man. I don't know. The big 3 is tough to beat, I think. Yeah. And one of my best friends from home is coached down on the Hornets, so I watch a lot of Hornets basketball.
Do you? Okay, I like that. And one of my roommates or suite mates at Bridgeton, he's the coach of the Chicago Sky.
Okay.
So I've been rooting him on.
Nice.
He's got a great player in Angel Reese, but he won a championship with the Raptors.
Okay.
And then he was coaching with Becky Hammond for a bit. So it's great to see friends, doing good. So out of bounds, Westwood possession, and then also Evan texted me a nice Mainer, Cooper Flag. Yeah, that's his favorite. Hey,
I'm big in the sports card game, so Cooper Flag is the big chase now.
Is he the hot ticket item right now?
Yeah.
Cooper Flag, what a talent he was. Timothy trying to beat the shot clock. We have a whistle, I believe a foul called. Luzzo. No quit in her. What outstanding effort by Liliana Luzzo. Battling, gets the ball, and draws the foul. So folks, our next game for live is going to be February 4th, 5:30. And it's going to be boys hockey, taking on crosstown rival, the Norwood Mustangs, which has been a very fun rival the last several years. It's going to be live from the Canton Ice House. And like we said, for this game, you can watch it live on Westwood Media Center YouTube channel, as well as Verizon 32, 2132 the HD, and Comcast Channel 8. Also have girls hockey coming up, too. It's going to be the Hopkinton game, which is going to be fun. Some TVL rivalry games live on Westwood Media Center. Doesn't get better than that. We're going to do our damnedest to get Ryan Marsh to help us cover those ones, because he is...
I will say more words during those games.
The people want Ryan's hockey coverage back. And we got a battle on the court. That's a jump ball.
All right.
But what a fun day of hockey we had a couple weeks back with the Norton game as well as the Medfield game. A big emotional win for girls. And then Westwood, Nolan Lewis doing Nolan Lewis things, pretty entertaining.
Girls at Medfield again in a couple weeks, I think, right?
Yep. And that is going to be a very entertaining game. We got a foul called. I think it's on Westwood. Yes, foul on Elise Boger. But what I like about the Westwood, girls hockey team this year is balanced scoring. The defense are as sharp as I've ever seen. Jen Lynn, 5 shutouts, if not 6. I mean, it's hard to keep tab on all the shutouts. Shea comes away with a nice steal. She's trying to pick it up and does a good job of settling it down as her teammates come into the picture. That would have been a tough pickup and layup as Timothy's driving. That ball is short, and rebound timeout called by Norton. So Norton with the timeout with 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game, and they have a 21-point lead. And folks, we want to give a very special happy birthday out there to Danielle Sabatka. So she is watching back at home right now. Happy birthday, Danielle. Just a fantastic person here in the Westwood community. We see her at so many games with Tom, and no bigger supporter of Westwood sports than Danielle. Big volleyball fan, from watching, Livy and Dahlia when it came to softball. But very, very happy birthday to Danielle. We're thinking of you on your birthday, and we hope it's a great one and you're able to have a great celebration. So timeout called by Norton. Not sure we're looking to talk things through. I never really understand timeouts reasoning sometimes. This is the obvious ones, like the possession and, not a lot of time left. Talk through that. But I think it's just they had the possession, trying to keep the possession. So 5 minutes, 10 remaining here in the game. As we mentioned, the Lancers up 21. They're looking to close this game out. Westwood still fighting away. Even though the ball hasn't gone through the hoop as much as Westwood has liked, I gotta love the effort that they've been showing on just continually trying and battling on the defensive end as well. So Norton gonna pass it around. Salem. Just up to Butler. Butler driving. Great nice defense block by Timothy. That was fantastic. Hand on ball, just a clean block.
Dikembe.
Yes. Those are the best commercials. Those, the Dikembe commercials, and you know what my favorite ones were? The old Terry Tate office linebacker.
Oh, yeah. Classics.
Anyone who was born after, like, you know, I think 2004 probably haven't seen those, but those are classic Super Bowl commercials. That shot no good. Westwood with the rebound. Curley kicks it out to Boger. Boger trying to send it back to Timofeev. Timofeev touched it, but it was over the back line and a backcourt violation. So I don't know. It looks like there might have been a correction here. As both officials going to talk this through.
The ball was tipped.
Yes, good point. Good point. So it's going to stay with Westwood. Who said you're a hockey guy?
The Norton coach disagrees.
Yes. That's the best thing about these seats. We hear it all.
Yep.
Yeah. Every now and then it adds extra work for Evan, who you know, is the audio guy, and you got to make sure that it's PG, which it always is. We haven't heard any swears.
Nice take again.
Yeah, just unlucky on the board.
It's like Jen Lynn's playing goalie on that hoop.
I know, Jen Lynn. Either that or there's some saran wrap on top of the hoop. They're just not falling tonight. Butler kicks it out to Tinkham. Tinkham gonna work it in herself. That one's too strong. Picked up by Curley. Curley coming off a big game last week. And Timothy, beautiful
Great
passing.
pass.
And then unlucky again. You can just see, you know, the body language from the Westwood bench just bewildered. You know, they're doing everything they can, just it's not going in. Shot from the outside by Norton. That takes a high ricochet.
Went over the hoop. Isn't
Yeah.
that usually a whistle there?
Yeah, if it hits the top panel, I think it is. I think it went over and no contact, which you don't see. Usually it's a guarantee. It's going to hit the back rim or whatever they call it. So Norton ball. I'm not sure what happened. I think it might have gone out on Westwood. As Norton with the ball in their hands, a 21-point lead, and the clock on their side. 3 minutes, 13 remaining. Driving, great defense again. Timofeev been consistent all night. Terrific job on the defensive side with some clean blocks. Shea just got Tinkham right in their face. Timeout called by the Wolverines, and they're gonna smart call to take that timeout to keep the possession. Oh, so coming up, folks, for after this game, on Verizon and Comcast viewers, you'll see the latest edition of Boston Sports Nuts, and they did a good job previewing Sunday's AFC Championship matchup between the Denver Broncos and our New England Patriots. You can catch that on Verizon 32, 2132, Comcast Channel 8 at 9 p.m. So that is coming up just after this game. And YouTube viewers can find that episode as well in the Westwood Media Center catalog. But those guys are the best. Evan is the producer of that show, and it's got the old school sports talk feel to it. You know, like the old WEI days with the Glenn Ordway, some great takes by guys who've been watching a lot of games.
Not biased at all.
Yeah, well, when they're going through like their top 10 Patriots of all time, and they're starting to say like guys like Stanley Morgan and stuff, you know that these guys, you know that these guys have seen some Patriots games. So Norton going to have the inbound, or excuse me, Westwood. Westwood, because they kept the possession. And the Boston Sports Nuts just got a text from Evan. They've been on the air, Ryan, since 1991.
Wow.
Incredible. Consistency. And there we go. Basket by Catherine McMurray. It had been a long run of just bad luck for the Wolverines, able to break the curse and get 2 points on the board. As Norton back with the ball in their hands. And they're just gonna, they're gonna take their time with these possessions as the shot clock winding inside 10 seconds. That shot no good. Curley on the rebound. Curley running it up. He settles behind the three-point line. She's gonna shoot. And that is just off the glass. Rebound in the paint. Loose ball though, Wolverines come away with it. McMurray Great effort by McMurray, jumping on that loose ball to get the possession right back to Westwood. And it's going to stay with Westwood. As Lily Curley, pride of the maze. That ball knocked out of bounds, going to stay with Westwood again. Madden Ribeiro knocked that out. As Curley on the inbound. Looking around, finds Hogan.
Tenacious D from Norton.
Yeah, it's just not really anywhere to go, and just like that, I mean, that's a great play that just doesn't go in. And there we go. Put away by Timothy. They've had so many good looks, and it's just bad luck. They've been in and out. Someone get a ladder and check those rims after this game. What a great last couple minutes for the Wolverines. Is just fantastic effort, and there's been no quit in them. As Hogan working through a pick, and that's going to be a travel. And the Westwood ball. Westwood will have it in their hands. 1 minute, 18 remaining here. At Bader Gymnasium, Evan Cardomino, Matt Grazza, Ryan Marsh, Morgan Donahue here. Delighted to bring Westwood Girls basketball coverage to you live. We love the live. Shea. And the Curley. Curley looking inside, McMurray. McMurray hands it off to Hogan, who hands it off to Timothy. Timothy with the last 6 points for the Wolverines. She has been getting her game going. The last 3 minutes have been all Wolverines, doing a great job.
As we said, running the same plays, just they weren't falling earlier.
Yeah.
Now it's maybe a little too late.
Yeah, but you know what? These are, if you're not going to win a game, you want to have some good takeaways.
And strong.
You know, and finishing strong, doing some good things, those are things that you want to take away. And the Wolverines, they're on the season 5 and 6. They're the 31 seed. So if the playoffs were to start today, they're in the playoffs. So, you know, I was saying earlier, too, this is not a team you want to play in come playoff time. You know,
never.
With the relentless attack they have, no quit attitude, and also just, you know, the believability they have in each other. That's not a team I want to play in the playoffs, is your Westwood Wolverines.
Played some great D. I feel like we've had way more shots than they've had, and they're just dropping them, and that's not going to happen every game. So, like you said, keep the same style of play and hope for a better outcome.
Well, back to the Boston Sports Nuts. One of the guys, he's a big fan of Tippett. And I think he said he played golf, so I'm like, he must be a member at the Cape Club, because I've heard, you know, Andre Tippett's up there playing a bunch, and he's a walker too.
Oh yeah,
I'm a big cart guy. I gotta take the cart.
All those guys walk, and they make us look bad.
They're incredible. I mean, these guys are like, you know, in tremendous shape. They got the Fitbits on. If you look at it, it's like 15 to 30,000 steps a day. I wish I had a Fitbit on my bulldog, Goose Donahue. It'd probably be about 10 steps a day out of him each day. So Norton, they're just going to look to drain the clock. As Westwood looking to try and get another basket before the close of the game. And the game on their terms. You know, as we said, those takeaways. Be able to take away some good positives out of some tough losses. And there we go, Timothy, who's been a really bright spot in the fourth quarter, and you know, all game as well. Made a great rebound there, was pushing up court, and just too much on that pass to Shea. Going to be Norton ball with the final 21.2. Timeout called. Timeout called at 21
Up
seconds.
15, 20 seconds left.
That is a little, well, it's, hey, you know what? I do respect it though too, where it's like, if your coaching style is we're going to play the same no matter what, you know, up 1 point or up whatever, when it comes to
play
inbounds.
To the final buzzer.
Yeah, you know, hey, I respect it. I respect it. And here come some of the stars from the scrimmage running on the court. That was awesome. It was fantastic. Some fantastic coverage by Riley Marsh. Some of her,
she
her
giving
friends.
A live feed?
Yeah, some of her friends and teammates is awesome. You know what I asked? I said, who are going to be the stars? Who are going to be the names that we're going to hear from years from now? And she started rifling off, and then she said, you know what? All of them.
All of them.
Yeah,
I don't want to get in trouble.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, this roster here, looking at the names, we have a big 4 kicks tilt tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. game time.
Let's go. Is
half this roster's on here.
Is there a live barn
They
for
do have live barn for it. I'll be at the Westwood Youth Hockey Social.
Oh,
for those who haven't bought tickets yet,
yes.
Westwood Youth Hockey Social.
Yep.
Tomorrow night, numbers are a little light, it seems, so we got to get some people there. It's a great night, great event.
Those always have strong day of
great raffle items, fundraising.
One of the raffle items last year was Westwood Media Center coming out to do one of their games.
That's right.
And we did. We did one of the games for Coach Noguera. And very talented team. They had it's a lot of firepower. You look at the stats of some of those kids. Some of the kids had 40 points already in like 20 games.
Yep, we coached a few of them together last year.
Yep.
Good to see them moving up.
Yes.
Yeah, Natalie Marsh, Espresso Martinis is on the fundraiser.
Oh, I love
basket.
There's some great action items, or great items on the raffle. Westwood at the inbound.
Nice play again.
Hogan trying to get rid of it. But Westwood comes away with the rebound. Lily Curley, jump ball. It's going to be Norton ball. Norton ball with 12 seconds remaining. This last 30 seconds has been about 4 minutes with all the timeouts.
Basketball.
It's like a March Madness game.
Yeah. That's why you always bet the over, right?
Yes.
There's always at the end.
There's always enough time. Yeah. And that is going to do it here at Bader Gymnasium. Norton 39, Westwood 24. Ryan, any final thoughts from you on tonight's game?
No, great. I mean, it's hard not to get addicted to these teams, you know? Like they all play hard, they all play great, so
kids
keep
fantastic.
the coverage going.
Yeah. And my 2 cents is, you know what? Hey, tough game, but I love what I saw out of them and their effort and their execution on defense. Everything was in and out, so they were just a fraction off tonight, which they'll correct. And this is a very, very good team that I think is going to make the playoffs and really be a team that you don't want to play come playoff time.
Yeah, a couple of those go the other way, make some more free throws, and this is a lot closer game.
Well, and that is going to do it here, folks. As we mentioned, the Boston Sports Nuts at 9 p.m. Tune in for that. From Evan Cardamino, Matt Grazza, Ryan Marsh, I'm Morgan Donahue. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you all again soon.